Good morning students. Today I shall solve question number 19, 20 and 21 in your book. These questions are located in page number 135. The chapter number is 5, a revision tour to Mysql. So let's start with question number 19. It says write command to get the length of a string. Now if you wish to write SQL command to get the length of a string, you have to make use of the length function. Okay, and say for example, if I wish to find the length of a string called MySQL, okay, then I shall write the SQL command as select length of MySQL, where the string MySQL should be within quotation. Now this function, that is length of MySQL, shall return the value 5. This is because if you count the number of characters in the string called MySQL, it comes to 5. So M stands for the first character, Y for the second, S for the third, Q for the fourth, and L stands for the fifth character. So in total there are 5 characters which comprises the string called MySQL. So length of MySQL shall return the value called 5. Now let's first test it in the MySQL workspace. And for that, let me give the appropriate quotations. So here it is. This is the SQL command, that is select length of MySQL, which shall return the value 5. Now let's execute this SQL command by clicking this flash symbol. Now see, in the output window you can see the value 5 under the column length of MySQL. This clearly shows that length of MySQL returns the value 5 because the total number of characters the string MySQL comprises is 5. Now let's come to the next question, that is question number 20. It says write SQL statement for converting the string hello, which is in capital letters, into the string hello, which is in small letters. Now if you wish to convert any string from capital letter into the small letter format, you have to make use of the lower function, okay, because it is this lower function which converts any string from capital letter into the small letter. Say for example, if I wish to change the string hello, okay, which is in capital letter format, into the small letter format, then I have to take the string hello, which is in capital letter format, as an argument, okay, in the lower function. And if I do that, I shall see the string hello written in small letters in the output window. So for that, I have to execute the SQL command, which is select lower of hello, where the text hello is in capital letter format. Now let me copy it and paste it in MySQL workspace. Put the appropriate quotations, and now I shall click on this flashlight button to execute this SQL command. Now see, the text which was supplied as an argument to the lower function was in capital letter format, but on executing this query I shall see the same text hello in small letter format, okay, in the output window. This is because the lower function converts this text which is in capital letter format into the small letter format. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Now let's come to the last question, which is question number 21. It says a numeric data field identified by the name changer contains the value 25565.7765. Now I have to write an SQL command to round off the numeric data field changer up to 2 decimal places, and then again I shall write another SQL command to round off the numeric data field changer into a whole number. Now let's solve the first part. Okay, the first part says that I have to make use of the SQL command to round off the numeric data field changer which contains the value 25565.7765 into 2 decimal places. That means if you see the value, okay, which this data field changer contains is 25565.7765. Now see, after the decimal it contains 4 digits. Okay, now if I am to write an SQL command to round off this data field changer to 2 decimal places, that means after the decimal I cannot have 4 digits, I can have only 2 digits. So if I am to round off to 2 digits after the decimal, then I have to use the round function for that, and the round function shall give us the value, okay, 25565.78, okay, instead of 0.7765. This is because when we round off the value, which is 25565.7765, into 2 decimal places, then the approximate value becomes 25565.78, and that gets displayed in the output table. Now for that, let me first copy this SQL command and paste it in MySQL Workspace. Now instead of the data field called changer, what I am going to put here is the value of this data field called changer, which is 25565.7765, and then paste it here. Now see, after the decimal it contains 4 digits. Now just as I click this flash button, okay, the query gets executed and we see the value 25565.78, which is the approximate value of this one, okay. And here in the approximate value, as I have given the second argument as 2 in the round function, so I shall see 2 digits after the decimal, and this is the approximate value of 25565.7765. Now let's solve the next part. It says now I have to use the numeric data field changer, which contains this value, okay, and I shall convert it into a whole number. Now if I have to convert it into a whole number, that means I cannot have any digits after the decimal, or I can say I have to ignore the decimal portion. Now if I am to ignore the decimal portion, then I have to treat this number 25565.7765 as 25566 approximately, okay. So 25566 becomes the approximate value of 25565.7765 after discarding the decimal part, okay, so that it becomes a whole number. Now for that, I have to write the SQL command as select round off. I shall put the numeric data field changer as the first argument, then comma the value 0. Why I am putting the value 0? This is because I am ignoring the part after the decimal. So the SQL command becomes select round of changer comma 0. Now let me execute this SQL command in MySQL Workspace. Now see, I get the value as 25566 in the output table, which is the approximate value for this number, okay, when I round it off to 0 decimal places. So this is the whole number, okay, which is the output. Now see, I would have taken the numeric data field changer itself as the first argument while executing the query in the MySQL workbench. The reason why I have not taken the numeric data field changer as the first argument, because I haven't created the column for this numeric data field changer, okay. That's why in the while executing it in the MySQL workbench, I have taken the value of this numeric data field called changer, okay. And on doing that, I can easily see the output. But if I would have created this numeric data field, okay, then I would have easily placed this as the first argument, okay, even while executing the query in the MySQL workspace. So here, if I would have created that numeric data field called changer, I would have put changer here instead of that value which is contained by this numeric data field changer. So I hope this is clear. With this I end my presentation.